Hey, this is Tim Rogers with Dodgers 2080. We're going to talk about the 2024 payroll. And you may ask, well, how does that impact the young players and prospects that we're covering? Well, we'll get to that. So, one of the things that's out there is that a lot of people believe, based on things like what Spotrac says, that the Dodgers, are pretty low on expected payroll in 2024. And, if you look over here, you can see some of that. You can see that they're at 91 million or so. Now, of course, that doesn't include things like eligible players like Walker Buehler, Will Smith, Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, Evan Phillips, Gavin Lux. So I have a spreadsheet that I've kept up with, used to keep up with Dodgers Nation, and now I still keep up for myself, in which we can see the players that are eligible for arbitration. You can see the ARB estimate, and I've added some numbers in there. And so my numbers that I get after adding the arbitration numbers is actually the number is closer to 150 million. Now that's interesting and great. Now you can also see there are some key free agents. Well, Trevor Bauer is a free agent, but I doubt he'll be back. Guy named Clayton Kershaw, 20 plus million. JD Martinez, if he comes back, it would be well over 10 million. They're getting a deal with him. Shelby Miller, who knows? That could be a good one. He's been doing some work here. Let's see, Noah Syndergaard. And the big one would be Julio Urias. Look at that little flub in there. Jeez, Rogers. And Julio is going to get anywhere from 25 to 30 plus million. So that would take the Dodgers payroll. If they just were to keep Julio and Clayton, it's probably closer to 200 million. And the new line would be 237 million before they hit the CBA threshold. Now it looks like they're going to try to come in under it in 2023, so this would be a reset. But if they don't for some reason and they want to try to do it again next year, there's possibilities, but that would leave 37 million to fulfill everyone else, including that Shohei Ohtani guy that everyone's interested in. And you can't just go and say, well, we're just going to replace players like Kershaw and Urias and even Daniel Hudson, who does have a club option. And whatever production they get from JD Martinez and Syndergaard. And they'll still have to replace, anyone that gets hurt, things like that. How the season can go. So really, if you look at it, this brings us back to the prospects. The prospects I don't have listed here, but they are down in this area here. And you can see, from Spotrac, things like, all these arbitration guys. Then it goes down further, and so you see pre-arbitration guys. So these are guys that will still be pretty inexpensive, and we still see Vargas, Justin Brule, Andre Jackson, Michael Grove, Ryan Papio, James Outman, and then that doesn't also include players like Michael Busch, who could come up. In fact, I expect him to. Bobby Miller, Gavin Stone. So it looks like on the surface the Dodgers might be in good shape for the salary cap. And if they do reset in 2023 and want to blow past it in 2024, they should have plenty to give to Shohei Ohtani and any other free agents before they hit that magic, 277 million, where you start getting draft pick penalties again, which I really don't like being in there. I don't think the Dodgers like being there either. I think some of the situations with Bauer led to some of those issues that they really weren't expecting, obviously. But yeah, so 2024 is going to be interesting. It's really going to depend on, do they have to replace some of those young guys, but if they work out, the team should be in really good shape financially for a long time. Not my money. I don't worry about that part of it. I do worry about the losing draft pick selections, or if they lose a qualifying offer type guy, they would take a pick after the second round instead of after the fourth round. So let's say Julio does leave and the Dodgers are able to get under the tax for 2023. That means they would lose a second. They would get a second pick, or after the second round instead of after the fourth round. That means more bonus money, and then there's also penalties regarding what's it called, the international guys. So getting under it is an advantage for those reasons, and in my opinion, those reasons only. If the Dodgers were to go blow past it for some other reason, that's, I guess that's fine as long as it's for a worthy player. So that's where we're at. Young guys are key for 2023 and beyond. So let's hope that they all pan out and we can see their production and the Dodgers getting better draft picks and not in better international information or in international standings or bonus pools. So that's it for now. We'll be back with some more shorter videos. Thank you for listening. Please share, subscribe, like whatever you like, and appreciate everyone that does listen. Thank you very much.